What's up, guys? It's a spent man coming to you from the beautiful North Country. I'm in my windy and wonderful hoop house today. I'm going to show y'all how to sprout corn because feed prices are going up and sprouted corn is more healthy for your animals. So we were cleaning out our chest freezers and I had some corn, some beautiful corn. I'll show it to you right here. This is called Kentucky butcher corn, and look at how beautiful it is. And we grew this corn about 4 or 5 years ago when we still lived down in the beautiful South. And look at that amazing corn right there with all the different colors and all that. And so we've had this in the freezer for quite some time, and it's time for it to go. We can't grow Kentucky butcher up here in the North Country. We grow the beautiful Abenaki Flint native corn from this area. So it's time for it to go. So we're gonna sprout it out and feed it to our pigs. So the first thing we're gonna do, we got it right here in our bucket, nice trusty 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna take some water and water it in a little bit. That lively water, looking beautiful. And I'm gonna stir it up. And we don't want the corn to be soaked. We want every kernel to be covered and coated with water. So we don't want it to be submerged, because if we submerge the corn in there, we're going to start getting mildew and mold, and it'll get slimy quicker. So right here is really pretty good. And sprouting the corn is going to take about 2 to 3 days, more like 3, to get it to the point of where it's going to be sprouted out to a good point, and we can feed it to our pigs. So I got this corn soaked in, and with the wonder of YouTube right here, we're going to switch the covers, cover it up, and voila! Look at that, YouTube magic. We have some beautifully sprouted Kentucky butcher corn right here, and it smells good. Not a lot of mold going on, or no mold going on. And take out a little piece right here. We can see the anatomy of the corn a little bit. Ignore my dirty thumbnail. But we can see the root down that goes down right there, and the corn sprout that goes up, unfolding right from that beautiful kernel of corn. And so it really is amazing, guys, the spark of life, the thing that unfolds from within the seed, when you think about it, because we've had this corn in the freezer for years and years. So you can keep these seeds in a freezer for so long, and then give them just a little bit of water and a little bit of heat, and the life just kind of unfolds and springs from within them. And it really is something to behold. But that is the nature that wows us every day. And so I'm going to bring this back and feed it to the pigs. We got that sprouted feed going on. So I guess we'll bring y'all back there and talk a little bit. I'll show you some other stuff going on that I've been working on as I walk back there, if you don't mind, because it's time for bean picking. And these beans that I showed everyone earlier, I'll show you right here, are our dual purpose beans. But this row right here, the beefy beans, is about a 75-foot row. And this year, I'm doing a little experiment to document how much of dried beefy beans from this row we'll actually get. And over here to my right, these are the famous rattlesnake beans, and they're dual purpose. And these beans, the next row over, are our Moosilauke moon beans, we call them. And they're a hybrid of rattlesnake and a bunch of other awesome beans, including greasy beans, the traditional beans from the southern Appalachian area, the Cherokee grew greasy beans, so it's a native food. And really all these foods are pretty native if we think about it, and we can nativize our foods to our areas. And that's really what we do with a lot of our seed collection out here in the beautiful North Country. You can see I got my sled filled up with greasy beans, and so we got a bunch going on, and there's still a bunch more left in this row, but it's a practice, guys. It'll test your patience and really make you calm down in your mind when you're picking them beans, because you know, we're used to all these stimulus, the endless stimulus from, you know, our cell phones and all of our electronics and all of our human world things that keep our mind racing all the time. So when you gotta sit down by yourself and pick beans for days on end, it really will get you back inside of yourself and tap into your innate patience that you got going on. And so being out here in the beautiful North Country this time of year, check out that beautiful North Country, see my corn, my Abenaki Flint cornfield drying down a bit. And this time of year, the beginning of fall, early September, we're just like the squirrels. You got some baby waterfowl in there. Got life just everywhere. And you know, we turn into the squirrels and the chipmunks this time of year. We're packing up all our stuff, trying to gather all our seed, get it put away into freezers, get rid of the old stuff like this corn, the stuff that's no longer serving us, and pack away the new stuff that's going to bring us and unfold us endlessly into the future. Try and share it with other people that will pay attention. So that's what it's all about. Out with the old, in with the new. And these pigs have done messed up the pen. This is the worst that I think I've ever seen it. So check out these pigs. Petunia and Hamilton, that's what I'm calling them anyway. And they growing up pretty good, eating all that nice food out here, but they're trashing their pen a little bit. So we'll see how much they like the sprouted corn. Oh, look at that. I think they like it, guys. I think they like it just a little bit. And they knocked their water over and everything. So I'm gonna have to get in there and clean it up. But that is it, guys. Hopefully this has helped you learn how to sprout that corn, get it in that bucket, get it wet, and every day when you're working that corn, you gotta turn it around in the bucket so the pieces at the bottom that have more contact with the water don't go bad. And you're always gonna have some pieces of corn that don't germinate, and they're gonna start to go bad on you. And you gotta at least move the corn around so it doesn't rot your corn, right? So you water it, you make sure it doesn't dry out, move it around for 2 to 3 days, and right when that corn sprout, that green part, starts to go up and you've already had the root down, coming down, that's when you're ready to go feed that sprouted corn to them pigs, because you saw how much they like it, right? So that is how we sprout our corn out here in the beautiful North Country. So that is it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content, and check out my Substack. I've been writing about you know, the intersection of the soul of man and politics, because I'm jumping into the political world too, guys. I just had the primary election for my race last Tuesday, and I did good. I'm going to be going on to the general election in November, and then hopefully I will be able to represent the people of my area and stand for life, liberty, property, and the pursuit of happiness in our state capital pretty soon. And it's something I'm pretty excited about. It's going to be a new experience and something that I'm going to be talking about for a while, no matter how it goes. So pretty excited about that. So check out my Substack for my writing, and I'm gonna be doing at least one piece that drops every Wednesday on my Substack, so check it out. But it's gonna be more political stuff, more quote unquote red-pilled stuff, so check it out if you're into that. If you're not, definitely don't check it out. But I hope you enjoyed the video on sprouting that corn. I showed you a little bit about beginning with collecting the dried beans, and we got a big field out in the back 40 that still needs to be harvested, but we've been getting a lot of rain, so we need a few more dry days, and then it's going to be non-stop manual bean harvesting out here in the beautiful North Country, and putting up them beans for the winter time. And maybe we'll even get to sell some beans through this channel to some of the good people that watch this, that want some amazing beans from the beautiful North Country. But anyway, I've been blabbering on enough. This has been the Spent Man, coming to you from the beautiful North Country. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.